Hi everyone. This video, I was actually more pissed off about what I was going to talk about earlier in the day. Now it's kind of fizzled out to frustration. Today I had class, as always. I was at school today, and lately, over the last few days, it was pretty much, this is going to be another rant part 2 for the video that I made about talking about art and talking about artists and their artwork. And within the last few days, I've watched the documentary Ai Weiwei, Never Sorry, and thought about what school has been for me in the last, well, now almost 3 years. I did get accepted, and I've been going to an art school, an art university, which I've mentioned in past videos, and I'm very lucky to go to the school that I go to. And what I feel, though I am lucky, I feel, though, which I expressed in an essay that I actually handed in today. We'll see what my professor says, but I expressed how I feel about art school and that we've almost been sold a concept of thinking outside the box is a good thing, and we get accepted on being the artists that we are and creating and being honored and pretty much worshipped for being the people that we are and the minds we have. But under all of that, it kind of slowly starts crawling out to be thinking outside the box isn't as open and free as you think it is. It's quite condensed, and you're pretty much thrown back into the box all the time. And I say this because even though we get the freedom to do projects in art school for assignments and all that, you still have to fill out particular pretty much check boxes. You still have to fill out and follow their guidelines and follow their rules, and it sucks because as much as we like to produce and create and be free, you still have to follow these particular rules, and it's quite difficult sometimes to pretty much create whatever you want. And because I'm such a visual learner, and because I learn best through doing and seeing, a lot of my work and my concepts and my ideas are developed from actually doing them. And if I think of an idea, the whole idea of a concept doesn't come to me right away. It's about me producing the work, and it's about learning from what I've produced and then understanding what I've produced. And that's what I see as art. Art to me, and through most of my life, has almost been a very therapeutical process. It's been like free therapy for me, and that's the way I see art. I just wrote down a few notes that I felt like this today in class. So every single day that I'm in class, every single day that I go to class, I feel more and more pissed off every single day with some of the professors that I have. And I feel like today I kind of sat back in my seat and kind of realized I feel like almost the last few years have been wasted education, wasted paid education for me, just because I keep being told, no, I don't get it, and having them turn and change my ideas around. And at the end of the day, it's not about you. It's not about your project. It's about my idea. It's about you helping to mold me into becoming an artist. And not everybody thinks the same. Not everybody does the same. And it's so difficult to be around such rigid, closed-minded professors, especially because you would think that they'd be open because they're artists. And they're totally not. Some of them are so uptight and so like by the book, even though in art there is no book. There should be no book. The book is there is no book. Um, and it's not about fucking having a concept all the time. It's not about it being this amazing, like, mind-blowing, like, thesis essay. Every artwork is not necessarily about, like, it's not that. Sometimes it's a matter of producing a body of work because you've got an idea. It's a matter of doing it and producing it. And why I want to do it, it's because I fucking want to do it. I'm just reading my notes here. And art is pretty much not about following the rules. It's about doing what feels right. And it's about producing and doing whatever you want. And I've heard many people from many different professions say pretty much exactly that. If you are following your heart and your mind and your creativity, no matter whether it's cooking or being an artist or a photographer, if you are doing what you love, it's going to work out to be whatever it is, it's going to work out to be amazing. So I'm just going through what I wrote down for my essay, because pretty much my essay was a huge long rant about how a long time ago in high school, a teacher once told me that writing a thesis for an essay before actually doing and writing the essay and the research is completely doing the process backwards. And that's how I feel about these professors with the way they teach us. And it's not all professors, don't get me wrong. It's not all my professors. Like, currently I'm doing a body of work for a professor that's pretty much letting me do and giving me the freedom to do whatever the hell I want. And for the first time isn't completely is questioning it, but in the right way, and is completely allowing me to process and develop however I want. And that is how I work, especially when it comes to projects in art school. You don't come up with a concept without thinking about the idea, doing the idea, and seeing what turns out. From that, you can really develop a concept. And I think they want a concept so quickly because they're under time constraints, and so are we. But when you're thinking of like millions of, like, I'm not even joking you, if you're trying to think of 10 different concepts for 10 different classes or 5 different classes and doing all these types of projects, trust me, the concept's not going to be there. It's not going to develop into this amazeballs thing. Some people work that way. Some artists do work that amazingly where they can produce ideas and concepts like that, but most can't. Most stressed out, unpaid, underpaid, broke ass students can't think of just projects and ideas all the time. And that's pretty much kind of all I wanted to get out. It's just like this jumbled up frustration that I've had since this morning. There was another thing I did want to mention. I'm not sure if I want to completely disclose all the ideas just yet. I mentioned this project that I'm doing for my class, and I've been thinking about making it more public than just my classroom and my friends. It's pretty much about relinquishing my privacy and making it kind of a form of it public. And I've thought about making it into either a Tumblr or Facebook page and putting up all the ideas up on, like, the whole concept and the developed concept of like 3 weeks up on there, and there's a description and pretty much what the project is. I have yet to decide. I think it may be something I have to severely prepare myself and really making this project public, and I have yet to decide whether I want to do that or not. But I think it may be another few weeks before I give you that answer, and if I do decide, probably not till the end of March, make it actually public. It's not something I've completely developed as far as an idea, but it's a work in progress. I started writing all my ideas out on my streetcar ride home, so we'll see if that does work out. It really depends on how this project continues to develop in my class, because it's pretty much that project, but expanding it to literally the public forum. And I mean like the world public forum. So that's a yet to be known, but thanks for listening to my rant again, guys. I'm really starting to gain a sense of confidence in making myself vulnerable, and with what I mean by that is making myself vulnerable in the fact that I'm really becoming passionate and protecting my freedom of expression. And that's, I've coined that quote from Ai Weiwei. It's about protecting my freedom of expression, and it's not about pleasing anyone else but myself as an artist, and hopefully the peering eyes of the public, and the viewer. It's not about pleasing the professor. It's not about getting an amazing grade. If they don't see fit to give me the grade that I deserve, that's fine. That's completely up to them. But it's about me, and it's about me producing the artwork that I want in the or in the platform that I have within being in school. And I think that's what it's about. And I'm finally, in the last year and a half of my education, I am now realizing that I'm grabbing hold of that platform, and I'm going to probably piss off a lot of people next year. And I am completely okay with that. And I really don't give a shit anymore. I'm an artist. I am proud to be an artist. I have a voice, and whether anyone wants to hear it or not, or at least the people that are fighting against me constantly, I don't give a shit if they don't want to hear it. It's about voicing my opinion and making it heard.